Welcome to a walkthrough of WEGAN's plotting tools for analyzing ecology data. WEGAN is a web-based platform for analyzing ecology data that requires no coding knowledge. In this step-by-step tutorial, we will show users how to use plotting analysis tools such as histograms, bar plots, and scatter plots. Let's begin.
Start by clicking the Plotting module to explore quantitative plotting options like histograms, bar plots, and scatter plots. Upload your dataset using the Choose File button. For this example, we will select the dune sample dataset on grass species in a meadow. Selecting the dune dataset will also load the accompanying environmental data and taxonomic data. Click Submit to proceed with your chosen data file. The Data Integrity Check page will confirm whether the data is usable, such as checking for correct sample and variable labeling. See our data uploading tutorial for more details on how to upload data and manage errors. Here, we see the dataset has passed the integrity check. Scrolling down, the Data Overview page will also display a PCA plot and heat map of your data. The Data Editor tab can be used to make slight adjustments to the data. Here, we can change the data type, edit the data, and remove entries. Find more information in our data uploading tutorial. Once ready to continue, scroll down and click Proceed. On the normalization page, you can select the normalization methods appropriate for your dataset.
There are 4 manual data transformation options to choose from. Click a radio button to select a methodology. Click Manual Normalization to apply your own data normalization configurations. A pop-up will show you variable data distribution plots comparing the effect of your selections. In this example, no normalization was applied. To make revisions to the normalization, click Go Back. Going back, we can alternatively choose Automatic Normalization to apply recommended normalization settings based on Pearson mode skewness. To move on from the normalization step, click Proceed. For ease of replication, this tutorial will continue with no normalizations.
The supplementary datasets each have their own data integrity check pages. This page is checking our environmental data. After seeing that our data has passed the check, we can click Proceed. This third data integrity check is for our taxonomic data. After confirming that our data passed, click Proceed to continue. We have now reached the main analysis section. Here, we can select our desired plot and customize plot parameters. We start in the Box Plot tab. You can adjust the variables being analyzed using the drop-down menus for each. First, select whether or not to subset by multiple measured variables. Here, the subset refers to the method of categorization. If you choose Yes, multiple measured variables can subsequently be selected. Next, select the measured variable for the y-axis. This should be a numeric variable. If you answered yes to the previous parameter, multiple measured variable selections will be allowed. For box plots and bar plots, the default is to use the first measured variable. After, choose the variable by which to group the data. The grouping variable can be the same as the subset variable and determines coloration. Finally, select the subset variable. This should be a categorical variable. This option is only available if you selected no for the first parameter. For box plots and bar plots, the default is to use the first subset variable. Click Update to apply your changes. Scroll down to see the updated box plot. This plot displays the subset variable along the x-axis and the measured variable along the y-axis. Alternatively, this is a box plot with multiple measured variables instead of a subset variable. Notice that the groupings along the x-axis have changed. Customize the look of your plot by clicking on Customize Graph. In the Graphics Center, you can adjust the features of the legend, such as presence, orientation, positioning, and number of rows. The plot options can also be changed to adjust text sizing, color palette, and plot rotation. Users can also select to use original, non-normalized data. When done customizing, click Update. Scroll down to see your customized plot. Click Export to download your plot. Select the export format from a drop-down menu. We can select from PNG, TIFF, PDF, SVG, and PostScript formats. Next, select your desired export resolution. Options range from 72 dpi to 600 dpi. Finally, select export size of either full page or half page. Click Submit to generate the export file. The download link will now update. Click it to open the export file in a new tab. The plotting module has multiple other plotting styles accessible through tabs at the top of the page. Let's continue to the bar graph tab. When switching to a new tab, the previously selected variables may be reset. Reselect the desired variables for your bar plot. Click Update to apply your changes. To customize the appearance of your plot, select Customize Graph as before. Adjust the bars by changing the color and width, selecting to use non-normalized data, and rotating the plot. Select whether to display error bars. Note that between error bars and labels, only one can be displayed. Select to remove the legend, change its orientation, or move its positioning. Under Titles, you can alter the text size and choose to add labels. Note that between labels and error bars, only one can be displayed. After making your selections, click Update to apply your changes. Scroll down to view the updated bar plot. Remember to export this plot as before. Continue to the Scatter Plot tab. In the Scatter Plot parameters, start by selecting the dependent variable. This should be a numeric variable. Next, select the independent variable. This should also be a numeric variable. Choose whether or not to include a line of best fit. Finally, choose whether to represent the data points with icons rather than points. Click Update to apply your changes. Scroll down to view your updated plot. The dependent variable appears along the y-axis, while the independent variable is along the x-axis. This plot uses no icons. Try changing the icon option to Yes. We see new parameter options appear. Choose whether to use the dependent or independent variable as the icon taxa. Next, select which taxonomic rank to base the icons on. Update to apply your changes. The updated plot now has icons representing the data. Continue to the graph customization options. Scatter plot style options include displaying grid lines and keeping a minimal plot theme. You can then select whether to use original, non-normalized data. For the legend options, if applicable, select whether to orient the legend horizontally and adjust the legend position. Next, select whether to color by group. Select the point colors, or in this case, the icon colors. If using icons, the icon size can also be adjusted. Click Update to apply your changes. Scroll down to view the customized scatter plot. We will now proceed to the histogram tab. Select the type of histogram to plot. Next, choose one or more measured variables. Click Update to apply your changes. Click to customize your graph. Adjust the color palette and bar outline color. Input a bin width if desired. Select whether to use grid lines or non-normalized data. Finally, select the text size. Click Update to apply your changes. Scroll down to view the updated histogram. Each measured variable has its own side-by-side plot. Click Export to save this plot. Finally, switch over to the Pie Chart tab. The pie chart defaults to using the first categorical variable for groupings and using the first measured variable for data. First, select whether to subset by measured variables. If you choose Yes, multiple measured variables can subsequently be selected. Select the measured variable. Next, choose a grouping variable. From the plot options, select whether to use count aggregation data and whether to use non-normalized data. Update to apply your changes. Click the Customize Graph button. Adjust the colors, labels, and legend as needed. You can also choose to repel labels so that they do not overlap. Update to apply your changes. Scroll down to view your pie chart. Click Export to download this plot. Access all data files from this analysis session through the Download option in the left-hand menu. Click Results to expand the list of files for download. A list of all data files from this analysis session will open. Click on any file to download. The download.zip file contains all listed files. Download the WEGAN Docker file to recreate the WEGAN coding environment. Download the RSource file to get the exact R script used during your analysis session. After exporting your results, click Exit to close the current module and return to the home page. This was a tutorial on using the WEGAN plotting module. We hope you found this tutorial helpful.